We are live. Yes, sir. I am your host, Shon Black Daughter back. And yes. So we are live today and we are streaming. And we are streaming live. Today is TV Fridays. Now I don't know, man. I had a little technical difficulty, so you guys gonna have to bear with Shon Black. Yeah, man. I apologize, bro. Doing the stream by yourself is kind of crazy, but whatevs. I'm here now. Um, thank you for everybody that came out, everybody that watches. Shout out to the homie in Japan that came out and he watches. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Shout out to all of the people who watch on Twitch, Facebook, all that. But today is a special day. TV Fridays. What in the world are you watching? What are you watching today, ladies and gentlemen? I know for myself, Shon Black watches I watch a lot of TV, bro. And people say TV will rot your brain. Don't care. Don't care. Shon Black, Don and Mac, he does not care. Man, look. I had my time. I ran around into them streets, did my thing. Now, as an older man, I enjoy sitting back watching a good show. I enjoy watching good programming. Nothing wrong with good programs. Sorry, I had to fix myself. Chill back. Fix myself. So happy Friday. Today, I want to shout out. Now, this is something new that we might start doing. I'm going to see how you guys enjoy that. So as people start filling in the stream, I'm going to then turn on and start and play this. But I have a commercial for you. What up? Lil Chuck is in the building. What up? Yes, sir. Bro, listen, they were killing me at work today. I ain't even going front. They was killing the kid at work today. It was crazy today. So, yeah, I got some stuff going on. I got a commercial to show you. Also, we're gonna be talking about a few shows that I'm currently watching. One of them that I was gonna do that. Oh snap! You should have came up. You was up this far, or you was like in Southern Virginia. If you was up this far, bro, you should have came up. Word is born. You should have came up. You know what it is. You out in Southern Virginia, then you know what I mean. But you was up here near the DC Metro. I don't even know where that's at. I don't even know where that's at now. Near Boston. You talking about Boston? If that's you mean talking about like is like in Fairfax or Alexandria? I think one of those two. If you were up that far, bro, you was past my crib, son. Definitely. If I'd have known you was coming up this way, son, we could have did that. Word to mother. I don't know where that's at. Boston, VA. I have to look for that. Cause there's a joint called like Ballston. And that joint is like near Vienna. But I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. But yeah, today's TV Fridays. So without further ado, let me get to this first clip. You know what I'm saying? And this first clip, let me see, Black be having technical difficulties. Not too far from Durham. Okay, yeah, so it's down like in the south. If it's not too far from Durham. So we're gonna play this first video. This is the commercial since I got a few viewers in it. Shout out to Mac Render Arts. Has a commercial plugging his business, aka Funny Bar, on all platforms. If you want to check him out, but let me go to his joint and play his vid. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Watch it roll.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Funny Ass Bob. Woke up today, got my backwood. I finished my script today for a short film. Then I started going into merch. We will be printing merch all year long. This is a business I have called Design by Mackie, and I'm focusing on my short films this year. I do have a videography business called Mac Render Arts. And this intro, I did make this intro. This is a CGI intro right here. Ooh, that bad boy clean, ain't it? Everything you've seen here, I have shot. These are different events, different customers. But this year, I'm just focusing on putting all my businesses under one umbrella, really. Just locking in, man. Locking in, hustling, baby. Let's get it. If y'all need any of that, merch or videography, call this number right here, baby. Get to the
Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let me know what you was thinking. All I see is wording. Yeah, I turned it off. I don't know why it came on that side. It's crazy. So Mac Render Arts is now back in effect. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mac trying to get his stuff together. Go support him. Funny Bar and all that. I wonder if he's doing the Mac Render Arts too. He didn't say whether he was doing that or not, but I think that's dope, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Also, go to his channel, Funny Bar at he's on TikTok and all other platforms. So that's pretty cool. So, yo, my man Rob is in the building. Word is born. Thanks for coming in, my brother. So tonight I'm gonna show you a few things Shon is watching. Now I'm gonna go to this next clip. This next clip is the new He-Man. Now I know my man Raj said he don't like He-Man. I never was. Now let's full disclosure. I was never really a He-Man fan. Like He-Man was part of the the shows that used to come on, part of your everyday. I think He-Man came on during the week. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think He-Man was on during the week. So I'd watch He-Man during the week. On the weekends, I didn't really watch He-Man. I mean, He-Man never came on the weekends. So I wasn't really messing with He-Man like that. Shon Black wasn't really messing with He-Man. But I ain't gonna front. I'm kind of excited for this movie though. I'm kind of excited. He-Man, Skeletor. Yeah, son, I'm kind of excited for this joint. Word is born. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get into this next joint. This is the new He-Man. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be stopping and starting it because they kind of be tripping about copyright and all that. So I'm gonna stop and start it, and I'm gonna let it play a little bit, and then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna go back and forth. It's just something that you have to do because you don't want the copyright and everything. They hit you like on YouTube and all that. They be tripping. But without further ado, let's get into this He-Man. He-Man.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god.
Now, this joint is giving me a little bit of that Jupiter's Ascending vibe. You know what I mean? Jupiter's Ascending, a little bit of the Thor vibe. Kind of excited for it. But let's go.
Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's...
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
Now, I want to say this dude kind of does look like He-Man. Doesn't he look like He-Man? And I'm going to say, that's right, Thundercats. That's what they really need to bring out. But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
Now, people mad that Man at Arms is Idris Elba. I don't know why people mad at Idris Elba for playing Man at Arms. You know what? I don't really care as long as they made Man at Arms. You know what I mean? And you gotta make Cringer before he turns into Battle Cat. You gotta have Cringer like cowardly. He can't be standing tall like that. Let's go.
What am I supposed to do? Take the sword. You protect them.
Woo-hoo! Tell me that joint don't look good, boy. Tell me that joint don't look good there, boy. That joint look good there, boy. What you talking about there, boy? That joint look good. Let's go. Son, Johnny Quest. Son, listen. Johnny Quest would be off the chain. Could you imagine a Johnny Quest? Oh yeah, son. Let me tell you, son. Thundercats gonna be. Thundercats. See, you got me all Thundercatted out. I'm trying to see that I'm trying to see that He-Man joint. Dudes is tripping that they ain't trying to see that He-Man. He-Man, son. And you know, back in the day, dudes is all about that. I got the power. Everybody was about that. That Johnny, son, but you ain't lying, son. Johnny Quest? That sound like something. Johnny Quest sounds like something. Let's go. I would do Johnny Quest. Johnny Quest would be all right. Give me something else. Give me something else that you think that they should do. Movie wise, and that was maybe a cartoon that they might have slept on, that you think that might do something here in 2026. I don't know. Um, Silverhawks. Why haven't they made a Silverhawk movie? What my man Mumbo Jumbo in them? In the Silverhawks. Felt like I was hitting the tune on that joint. Silverhawks. So you remember that joint? Remember the Silverhawks? They need to do that. They need to have the Silverhawks. I agree with the Johnny Quest joint. I'm trying to think about something that was like back in the day that might have been off the chain. We are live on the pod. Hold on one second. I have a call coming in. Hey, yo, Aunt, I'm live on the podcast.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about movies, and you know what I'm saying, today the movies we talking about, that new Masters of the Universe came out, is going to come out, I think it's June 5th. And then now, you know what I'm saying, they was talking about doing uh Johnny Quest as a movie. That would be hard.
That Master of the Universe, I'm waiting for that.
That joint,
Skeletor look like Skeletor this time.
he look good then, son. That joint look like you want him to look, right?
Exactly.
That joint, son, I told her, that's gonna be official. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be good. I might, I usually don't go to the movie, but I might go to the movies to see that. Cause I don't know how many people that you as a kid, you had that He-Man used to stretch him.
I had the Battle Cat, the He-Man. I had Man at Arms. I had Skeletor.
Did you have the castle? Did you have the castle?
No, I had a castle.
The Castle Grayskull. So my pops wasn't going for none of that, man. He wasn't going for none of that. He said, man, you ain't gonna bring none of that witchcraft into my house. He wasn't with none of that. But, you know what I'm saying? I definitely, I don't even think that they had a son. They talking about put Hong Kong Phooey as a daggone movie. Or what's my man, Captain Caveman?
Nah, Voltron coming out too this year.
Son, Voltron. Whoo! They make Voltron a movie? That'd be what's up.
Yeah, it's coming out this year.
Get out of here. Really? I didn't see any trailer for that.
Voltron coming out.
Oh, no. I need to see that. Son, we need Voltron needs to be a thing. We need to have Voltron as a movie. I told people Robotech. Robotech is one of the best anime, like, robot movies of all time. I know people say Gundam Wing. I know they say all that stuff. Robotech. The story was hard. Everything was hard about that. That joint was official. That was the first cartoon I saw where people died in it.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, I used to be late for school watching that show.
Come on, that joint used to be crazy, but it used to come on because when that joint came out, I lived in Hawaii, so it was like 5 hours. We were 5 hours behind. So by the time we watched the joint, it was like 4:30 in the afternoon, our time. But it'd be like what, 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, your time in New York. Yeah, that joint was official, bro. I used to go home. Son, remember the VCR? Son, I used to put the VCR. I used to put the plastic, the tape over the top of the little joint in the VCR tape and record over my mom's soaps. Son. I had to record over her mom. I had to record over Days of Our Lives in them. What? Tearing that joint up. Hey, yo, I'm gonna hit you after the pod's over.
All right.
That's what's up.
All right.
That was Ant, everybody. Ant was live on the Shon Black podcast. You know what I mean? I'm about to send him the YouTube link so he can jump onto that. Hold on one second, guys. it'd be taking Sean Black a little time. A little time. I'm gonna share the link with my man Ant, um, so he can jump on in the chat. All right, so we talk about Captain Caveman. I think Captain Caveman would be good. I know they try to do something like the Flintstones. See, it would be kind of hard to do like a Captain Caveman joint. It would depend on who was doing it. Like it would depend on what producer or what uh director was directing that. Because if you make it look cheesy like they did with what's that joint, the Scooby Doo and all that, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You gotta have somebody that really knows what they're doing. That's what I'm waiting for. Either Gundam Wing. I'm waiting for Robotech, or like he said, Voltron. Like some Voltron would be crazy. You got that music that comes on. 7 form feet and legs, form arms and torso, and I'll form the head. Boy, that joint would be crazy. Captain Planet. See, and you know why Captain Planet would work right now? Captain Planet would work right now because Captain Planet works right now because everybody's into that climate activism stuff. And that's why Captain Planet works right now. It works because it'd be like the activism thing. And because of that, that Captain Planet will work great. You would get it in Saving the Universe. Where in that world is Carmen San Diego? You could do something like that. You could do Inspector. I think they did make an Inspector Gadget movie like in the late '90s, early 2000s. I think they had an Inspector Gadget movie. You know what they really need to do, it can't be a movie. It has to be like a series, like you do on HBO or one of them shows. They have to go back, or Netflix, somebody like that. They have to go back and they gotta make GI Joe, but they gotta make GI Joe gritty, son. Like so, GI Joe that they made, it really didn't have no play on the story. Like, son, that GI Joe intro with when GI Joe the movie came out was something different. That joint was something different. You hear what I'm saying? That dude was like the GI Joe Cobra, Cobra, Cobra. So that joint was crazy, son. Between that and Transformers, see, you know why Transformers did well in the first, and then it kind of slid off, is because they were talking about stuff that never happened in the Transformers universe. Like all of this back in the day and back in time, like none of that happened. So if you was alive during the time when Transformers first came out, son, none of that stuff that was in the movie ever happened. None of it. Know what I mean? I used to watch the Transformers that came out. Yeah, son, bro. Listen, all of that, son, Transformers, everything that they did in the Transformers movies in the live action was straight fiction. None of that ever happened in the regular cartoon when you was so when the guys like myself who are old enough to be around as children during the time when Transformers first popped off in the 80s, bro, son, none of that happened. Son, this dude Megatron was trying to get energon cubes. These dudes was stuck on the planet and they couldn't get back to Cybertron. And they were trying to figure out a way, and they came up, my man, what's his name, that had the cassette tape, Soundwave. Soundwave came up with the joint. He was like, look, man, we gonna put this joint in, and we gonna take the Earth's resources and transform like oil and all that into energon. And the energon gonna help us get back to Cybertron, son. That's what the whole joint was about. And Prime and them was trying to stop them from getting back to Cybertron, bro. That's what the whole joint was. This whole stuff that they had going on was just corny. And then none of the people, I know they try to do another spin on it, but son, you had to make Soundwave look like Soundwave. If Soundwave wasn't shaped like the box with the cassette on him, and he hit the this, it'd be like Rumble, Ravage, Laserbeak. Son, it wasn't Soundwave. Son, and then when they first brought up Devastator, son, Devastator was like the trucks from the construction joint. Coming, son, man, they that's the reason why it fell off. They had too many corny lines, too much corny stuff. The dude that was helping the Autobots, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes, they was they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. Like they were supposed to be really like helping. Like they tried to make it look. Shia LaBeouf, I know he did his best, but come on, man. Let's come on, LaBeouf, LaBeouf or whatever his name is. Whatever his name is. It just wasn't. It just wasn't what it was supposed to be. My personal opinion. Um. That said, another show that they need to make a live action. Now that we on this live action kick, another show that they need to make live action is Naruto Shippuden. They need to do Naruto Shippuden, and they need to do a Demon Slayer in the live action. Could you imagine Demon Slayer live action? But see, this is where they'll mess up. Instead of making it like when they're doing like the techniques, they'll try to add the water, they'll try to add the fire, they'll try to add all that, the mist and all that. That's what'll make it corny. Instead of just make it like, that they're using the technique that works, they'll try to add all the animated stuff that goes along with that, that'll make that joint extra corny. And people be like, come on, bro, what the heck are you doing? Like, what is this? And so it'll be extra corny and nobody's gonna watch that. You know what I mean? But I would do that. Attack on Titan is another anime that I wish they would do a live action, like a real good live action. Like you need somebody like Spielberg doing that. You know what I mean? Um, Somebody that can take that and imagine, like watch it and imagine it and put it together. And I wouldn't do a movie either. I would definitely not do a movie. I would do it like show after show. You hit it with seasons because you can get more in. You don't have to do like a 3 hour movie. Speed Buggy. I don't know what's Speed Buggy. Hold on, everybody. I don't know that. I don't know that one. Mm-mm. Woo. I had to get my back scratcher, everybody. Oh my goodness. Sean Black had to get his back scratcher. That joint was fish. That joint was real. Woo. You ever had that itch? Oh, that was crazy. So yeah, I know I remember how that joint that he used to be like Wheelie and the Chopper bunch. They need to do a live action like that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So I know you did not. Yes, I did too. And I don't care. My back was that joint is. We was itchy. We was itchy. And then man, I don't care. Like Jimmy cracked corn and he didn't care. Sean Black cracked corn and he didn't care. Straight like that. You know what else I'm into? I'm gonna move the show along real quick. I don't have my watch isn't working. Um, I'm into Turkish dramas. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Turkish dramas. Son, I love a good Turkish drama, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching this one. It's called Distan, Destan, and that's my joint. And I'm gonna play a short clip of it. I'm super into them. Now I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the subs, but it's in. I watch it subbed. They don't have the dub version, but I like dramas and I like the Turkish joints. They're official. Here's just a little bit. I'm gonna play just a little bit. My man Kasim Hatun. That's Hatun.
Imagine being able to build.
Oh, come on.
Just by thinking.
Boo. They hit me with the commercial. They hit Black with the commercial. Can you believe it? They be tripping. They don't want me to win. Nobody wants me to win. So that one is called Destan. Those are my Turkish dramas. I be messing with them heavy. And that's about it. I don't have anything else. I got nothing else for tonight. Let me know what you guys are watching in the comments. I'm give Mac a little bit more love on that and play his commercial one more time. Give him some love.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Funny Ass Bob. Woke up today, got my backwood. I finished my script today for a short film. Then I started going into merch. We will be printing merch all year long. This is a business I have called Design by Mackie, and I'm focusing on my short films this year. I do have a videography business called Mac Render Arts. And this intro, I did make this intro. This is a CGI intro right here. Ooh, that bad boy clean, ain't it? Everything you've seen here, I have shot. These are different events and different customers. But this year, I'm just focusing on putting all my businesses under one umbrella, really. Just locking in, man. Locking in, hustling, baby. Let's get it. If y'all need any of that, merch or videography, call this number right here, baby. Get to the money.
So definitely go check Funny Bob. Check him out. That man is working hard, man. I like that. Hard work. I like it. Like it. Didn't they do a Donkey Kong movie? I think they did one. I think they should revisit that. I know they tried Pac-Man video games. I know they did that. They should do Final Fantasy. That's another one. If you want to do video games, they should do Final Fantasy. They definitely should do the new joint Arc Raiders. I mean, that would just be insane. If they did it the right way and had it like complete, like action, storyline is about Arc. You do the first story, and it's all about like trying to defeat Arc, but you also are in that space where you know what I'm saying? People are getting taken down. Oh yeah, man, that's gonna be officially the truth. Um, that's gonna be officially the truth. Yeah, I believe in it. You know what I mean? I definitely believe in that. Uh, So then, man, we about finished with the show. Let me know what you guys think. I'm waiting on God of War. Nice. Woo! God of War would be crazy, but then who do you get to play Kratos? And where do you start it off at? Do you start it off at the first, like from the beginning? Do you do? So here's what I would say, right? There's so much in the God of War when you start from like the beginning, and you go all the way from the beginning and go all the way to the recent games, right? There's so much involved in the God of War that I think that would have to be a series. You'd have to hit the series joint on the God of War. Right? I think God of War would definitely have to be a series. I mean, let me know what you're thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking God of War has to be a series. You know what I mean? Definitely God of War has to be a series. There ain't no way that it could be nothing else. See, they're already making it. Oh, snap. I had no idea. I hope it's a series. I hope it's going to be a series. I hope they don't try to make it into like a long-winded movie or anything like that. I hope God of War is definitely a series. I don't definitely don't want it to be anything else but that. Like it's definitely got to be a series. Um I wonder who did they get to play Kratos anyway? That would be interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I think it gets super interesting when you talk about God of War. Cause like do you add the puzzles in it? I know they try to do what's the joint on PlayStation that they tried to make into, well, they made it into a movie, but I don't think it really stuck. Oh, I can't think of the name of that daggone game. It's like can't think of the name of that joint. They they made it. I think they did two movies. It's got Tom Holland or whatever his name in it. It's about a guy who be trying to find treasure, almost like the Laura Croft joint, but it's the male version of that. I can't think of the name of that daggone game. That game, that joint, that movie is off the hook though. Dude from Sons of Anarchy. Oh, Opie is gonna be in that joint. Whoo! I could see him as Kratos. I could see him as Kratos. I could see that. I could see him as Kratos. That joint to be alright. I don't know. I don't know. I want to say I can't think of that name, son. I love that series and that game too. And they did the movie, and the movie I watched the movie and it wasn't as good. Like they stole some painting and they were trying to find somebody to like they need sometimes you know what it is these guys try to take a script, right? The script is already done for you in a video game. You just have to add to it a little bit to make it long enough into like a series. You know what I'm saying? You can add and subtract whatever you want, but the integrity of the story has to stay the same for these joints to work. And a lot of times these movie houses, man, they just butcher these shows. You know what I'm saying? Trailer I'm looking at showing Jason Momoa. Oh, I could see You know what? But Jason Momoa would have that voice. Jason Momoa would have that voice, that Kratos voice. But see, here's where it gets interesting. Netflix just acquired DC, right? So does Jason Momoa continue to be Aquaman after? Because Tim Gunn, who made that new Superman, that trash. Uh, Tim Gunn came out. You know what I'm saying? Does he lose his spot? And does Zack Snyder take back over? And if Zack Snyder takes back over, does Momoa stay Aquaman And if he does, can he really play the Kratos part? I don't know. Interesting. Super, super interesting. I guess we'll wait and see what happens, but I don't know. I really don't know. That's super interesting. Prime. Okay. I could see him on Prime. Bro, I can kind of, yo, listen, man. I could kind of see it. I don't know. I kind of could see it. You know what I mean? I could kind of see him on Prime. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see him. I want to see him do some other. I want to see. I'd like to really see that. I'd like to see how they would put that together. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. What time have we got? Oh man, we way over time. Yo, I know this is excellent. You know why? This is why I love TV Fridays, man. TV Fridays is what's up because it makes you get into like, you know what I'm saying, really dig into what's really going on. I enjoy TV Fridays, man. Next Friday, come up with next Friday is I don't know if I'm gonna be on next Friday. Um, I'll let you guys know out throughout the week. It is my anniversary coming up, and so we don't really celebrate. But if we do, I won't be on. But if we don't, then Sean Black will be on. So we'll look out for that. Mondays we'll go back to regular scheduled programming. I don't know what we'll be talking about on Mondays, but of course it'll be always be regular talk. You know, a lot of times people want me to get political. I just don't do it anymore. Uh, I just don't do it anymore. There's sometimes I will, but you know what I'm saying. I think the regular talk is a little bit better. Um, yeah, take care of yourselves and others. Yo, the snowstorm was crazy. It looks like there's another one coming. If you're in North Carolina, prepare yourself. Uh, if you're out in North Carolina, prepare yourself because it's about the snow out there. So be prepared. They're talking about blizzard conditions. So keep your water running. Keep your water dripping so your pipes don't burst. Because I know it don't get as cold as it does up here. Also, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ain't running the store to get eggs and bread and milk. Get some regular food. That way when the snow stops, you can go out and throw something on the grill. Get ready to dig yourselves up. That's what they say. Listen, bro. They say it's 12. 8 to 12 inches. And listen, bro. And if you get anything like what we got, know what I'm saying, Cackalack ain't ready for this. Ain't ready for this ice. I'm gonna have to send you some pictures. Cause that man, listen, where we work at, send that joint the regular where the grass is, that joint look like a skating rink. I mean, ice, glazed. That joint is glazed with about an inch and a half thick ice on top of snow. This joint is insane, bro. Insane. Some places is probably I would say probably about 2 inches thick. If I had to guess it, about 2 inches thick on sidewalks, in grassy areas, places where they ain't plowing, and then the problem is that it was sleet for like 12 hours. So after it sleeted all that time, when you tried to shovel it, it was like moving sand. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, don't mess around. Go get your stuff that you need. As I told my parental units, told the parentals, I said, listen, go get the stuff that you need. So that way you ain't out there because you ain't gonna be out there shoveling and all kinds of stuff. Cause look, you start getting older, bro. People think that they can still do the same stuff they did. I'm learning the hard way that I can't do the same stuff I did when I was like 30, 20. I'm learning the hard way. And, I don't like it, but it's happening to the kid, bro. Like, I don't like it, but, bro, let me tell you, Ed Joint is crushing me. My hands hurt. I was breaking the ice today. Boom, boom, with a regular shovel, like hitting that joint like this, bro. So my hands ache right now. Before that joint would have never. I would have been like shook that joint off and kept it moving. Man, my hands ache, bro. Can't move like I used to. So yeah, man, that snow's going. Then I think there's another storm behind that one. Shout out again to Jay's Wintery Mix. Jay's Wintery Mix, man. He be in the mix. Found that out long time ago. Roller skate, bro. I was out there, almost did the stanky leg like 3 times. I was like, dang, that hurt. Ugh. See, just doing that, I done messed around and hurt myself. For this point, I done messed around and hurt myself. Yo, like I said, take care of yourselves and others. Peace, love. Monday, we're back at it. Please be safe out there in Southern Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. Please be safe. Next Thursday, I think we're going to have another snow event, according to what they're saying, if the storms do not turn or change in direction. And we are still, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is out there, man. Yeah, we're going to stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Come join us. I'm glad that everybody is doing a thing. Keep going, be grabbing both. Keep That's right. Ah! That joint is crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy, man. All right, guys. I'm out of here. The Chinese food. The Chinese food is calling. It is calling. Calling me. Nah, I mean, it's calling me. It's calling the kid. So we out of here. Everybody, peace, love, and hope. Peace.